just set out over a year ago to do a concept album. So I led myself down the path of a story based on the harp. On the hill of Tara in the east coast of Ireland, there was this one special harp, and I was told about this harp by somebody that I met on the road. A blind stranger, I called him, and I suppose I related to him as a time stranger because he might have been from the past or the future. And basically he told me that it was my quest to find this harp. And it takes me on a journey, and that if it was to be played here again, that it would bring a sense of serenity and peace that we need in this world. I've called the album Two Horizons because one of the first times I was up in Tara, it was still dark, but there was a full moon, and on the left-hand side you could just see the sun rising, and it was just an incredible sense of things coming together, you know, and it was just the day and night, the past and the future coming together. The first part of my journey, I come to this sort of medieval castle, and I actually fall in love with the portrait on the walls of this castle, and I spot my harp in this portrait, just literally falling for him, falling for a picture, falling for an image. I had the privilege of having some wonderful guitar playing from Robbie McIntosh, and also the wonderful and my great friend Martin McCarthy, who's fantastic, and he just adds something very special. And it was wonderful for him to come into the studio and be part of this project. Most of these songs kind of developed and then they kind of formed their own storyline as well, but Bright Star is when I hear the sound of the harp and I'm sort of in the American deserts, and from hearing the harp and from knowing that it's on this kind of spiritual mountain, it shines like a star, and basically that's what I'm describing, the same sort of virtues that they had on Tara many years ago, which is justice and hope and truth. Stood by the hill of Tara, feel the love in the land. The song Tara itself is more in tune with just the joy and the dancing and the music and the love story and the romance of it all. Just kind of feel the vibe. Bilam is the only Gaelic song on the album. Bilam means be with me, and I know that my stranger is not going to be with me for my journey, but I feel that he's with me all the time in the sense of just encouragement, and knowing that he is with me in spirit, it just keeps me strong, and that's the way I can get through this journey. I will follow you along the river. There are many years far away.
For me, it was kind of difficult walking into Moya's world because she's got so much authority in the Celtic realm. You know, and she's got so much authenticity in that realm. And for me, I felt quite nervous at the beginning of suggesting things and going, well, you know, what do I know about this? But I think that's one of the things I really like about this project, is that it's a real opportunity to kind of look at somebody else's world and a whole musical tradition, and the fact that she, for me, really embodies a lot of that tradition. Just spending time with her, she's so generous as a person, and we talk so much about ideas, and she's so open. River was one of those tracks where I just sort of went, what if it all goes a bit like this? And again, she was so great at going, oh yeah, I really like that, I can relate to it means something to me.
Everybody always says, you know, this is my best, you know, work. But really and truly, I think it is, because it has brought me down different avenues, and it's a lot to do with who I was working with on the album.
You can make a traditional record, and it can stand, but in a way that kind of fossilises it. I mean, I love listening to that stuff. I also love the idea that you can reinvent that, reinterpret it, and in a way that enables more people to kind of get in touch with what the Celtic spirit that's at the heart of this record, and I hope we've preserved, allows them to get in touch with that and kind of, you know, enjoy it. I'm really pleased the way that's come together. I feel like we've sort of got that bit of it right.
I'm very, very proud of it, and I really think it's the best thing I've ever done.